Right, with your permission, let's just get straight into the classroom. I'm not familiar to take classes. Those who are not familiar to me, but it's for the first time. Often I take class for Kerala syllabus. Almost 80-90% of them are well acquainted to me. So today is our first day. Only 1 hour is allowed. And once again, I'm not familiar to take class at night as well. Normally, our class is daytime, early morning, sometimes, rarely, evening. So let me just start with the support of Srira. I don't know who all are there. I hope you can hear me well. Today we are here, sorry, tonight we are here to just have a glimpse, a quick look at how to handle reported speech, saying goodbye to conventional grammar, words, and usage. I'm just going to introduce you what reported speech is, how can it be handled well. Reported speech is nothing. It's just reporting someone else's dialogue. People speak, many speak people engage in conversation. We listen to their conversation and just report, just say what they have already said. This is simply called reported speech. Once people speak, the sentences that they use come under four kinds of sentences. Even if you just examine the dialogue that someone say, you can just categorize. Maybe they speak uh, one type of sentence, two, three, or four. In short, we have four types of sentences in English. To just to do reporting perfectly, we should be able to identify these four kinds of sentences. What are the four kinds of sentences? The first one is simply say common sentence, general sentences. In short, the sentence that says something. They are called assertive sentence, you can call declarative sentence, affirmative sentence. It's lightning here started, lightning. Okay. The sentence, if anybody asks you what is this common sentence, assertive sentence, affirmative sentence, declarative sentence, simply say the sentence that says something, or the sentence that say it is so, or it is not so. You are a good boy. You are not a good boy. Every time I try to call you. Every time I don't try to call you. It is so. It is not so. The common pattern of sentences. You can easily identify this sentence. It starts with generally starts with a subject. A subject is generally maybe a noun or pronoun. A noun means name of anything. Pronoun means the name, the word that we use instead of a noun. For example, Rohan is a noun, name of a person. If you want to use the pronoun of Rohan, that is surely he. This is so you can easily identify the sentence. This sentence starts with a subject. Subject may be sometimes noun or pronoun. It follows a verb, action word. When you check the action word, you will always find that action word cannot stay alone. Action words are double. It's rarely that you will see some action word alone. Even if you see some action word alone, that means the supporting action word is hidden in it. Hiding is hidden. We have to know how the verbs come. Once again, verbs cannot come alone. Verbs always accompanied with another verb or more than one verb. So we can classify into two: main verb and supporting verb. Once you examine a verb, you should identify main verb and the supporting verb, or the supporting verb and the main verb. Sometimes the verb may be double, sometimes triple. If it is triple, the first two would be supporting and the last one would be main verb. Supporting verb is very easy to identify. For that, we have to learn the supporting verb as all. If you are having any trouble, I don't know, as I told you, any trouble to identify supporting verb, I can just send it as a note. Let me just begin with the supporting verb is, am, are. First category, was, were. Second, has, have. Third, had. Next, will, would, can, could, may, might, shall, should, ought to, must, unimportant, dare, need, had better, very important, do, does, did. These are supporting verbs. Once you examine a sentence, if you want to do the reported speech perfectly, you have to identify in the verb section both the supporting verb and the main verb. Okay, main verb, it's quite easy for you to just find out. Okay, then what else? A sentence start with the subject. Subject may be noun or pronoun. Okay, and follows verb. Once you say verb, you should tell me what are the verbs in that sentence. If you don't see, if you don't find two verb, that is the problem of three delay supporting verb, hiding supporting verb. You know who are they? Do, does, did. In our assertive positive sentence, you cannot find that. They are always hidden in the main verb. But you can easily find the if the verb is V1 form of the verb or first form of the verb, you can plainly say, oh, this is do here, do plus main verb. If the verb is present tense, S form verb, main verb is added with the S or ES or IES. If an S sound, if the verb ends with an S sound, if you don't see any other, you won't see at all. Who is the supporting verb in that? Does. And if you find a V2 verb, definitely you can say who is the supporting verb hiding there? That is did. Okay. Other supporting verb, they never hide at all. They can plainly see. So when you examine a sentence, you have to say this is the verb in the sentence, and this is supporting verb, and this is main verb. Okay. So let us come back to our sentence structure. First, once again, common sentence, easy to identify, starts with the subject. Subject may be often noun or pronoun. Sometimes subject phrase would be the start with the adjective and something. Anyhow, you can easily identify this is the sentence that follows the structure subject, verb, and other part. Other part may be object. What is it? Complement and other thing. Other part is not at all important here because we have to focus on these two, subject and verb. And if a sentence starts with a subject, verb, and ends with a full stop, you can definitely say, certainly say, that is a common sentence. You can call anything. Declarative sentence, assertive sentence, affirmative sentence. Your younger brother asks you, what is this assertive sentence? A sentence that says something. It is so, it is not so, is the example for that. Another type of sentence is very familiar. Question. Sentences of question. Interrogative sentence. In this section, we have two types. One is yes or no questions. Another is WH questions. Yes or no question is easy to identify. If anybody asks you an yes or no question, you have to start the answer with the yes or no. Only after you can say the answer. WH question also very easy to identify. That is starts with the WH question word. Yes or no question starts with the our dear auxiliary helping verb. As you are familiar with the all helping verb, as I told before, is and are, was, were, has, have, had, will, would. I shall send you the note of the supporting verb if you are in need. Okay, don't worry. You don't get upset that why this teacher is just saying all auxiliary and why I'm not making you repeat it. Don't worry. You just listen for the time. The note can be sent later. Is, am, are, was, were, has, have, had, will, would, can, could, shall, should, may, might, ought to, must. Not important. Need, dare, had better. Very important. Do, does, did. If a sentence starts with any of this auxiliary helping verb and ends with a question mark, that is yes or no interrogative. If a sentence starts with the WH question words, why, when, where, how many, how long, which, whom, who, and ends with a question mark, that sentence is called WH interrogative. That is the second part of sentence. Another third kind of sentence that is quite familiar for you maybe because this is an easy sentence. How can you identify that third one? Third one is generally used for giving command, order, request. How to identify that? The third type of sentence start with the V1 form of the verb. That means present tense form of the verb. No auxiliary. Main verb. V1 form of the verb. Starts with the V1 form of the verb or negative sentence in this regard, in this section, starts with the don't, do not. End with the full stop. Both end with the full stop. Very easy. Get out. Stand. Don't touch me. Come here. Get off me. Stop it. Turn off. Go. These are don't come here. Don't stare. These are examples for third category. They are called imperative sentence. Imperative means giving order. But here imperative means both giving order and making request. We have got three kinds. The last one is exclamatory sentence. Exclamation, wonder. If people speak in highly emotional, loudly crying voice with a lot of wonder or with a lot of pain, that type of sentence is called exclamatory. It has its own structure. Exclamatory sentence is easily identified. Just to check whether exclamatory sentence ends with an exclamation mark. If a sentence ends with an exclamation mark, that is exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentence sometimes starts with alas, hooray, okay, wow, oh, like this. Oh my God, oh, wow, hooray, alas, or WH question word. What a beautiful sight it is. How nicely you have done it. Sometimes you won't find WHO or this alas, hooray, anything, but it would be a plain sentence. You have lost in the cave, but it will end with an exclamation mark. Then you have to identify that sentence does not come under our common sentence. It is exclamatory sentence. Okay, these are the four kinds of sentence. Once you get a question for reported speech reporting, you have to check first whether the sentence is common sentence, means a declarative sentence, assertive sentence, affirmative sentence, or for one names for one sentence. Interrogative, two there are yes or no interrogative, WH interrogative. Third, imperative, sentences of giving order, request, identification mark already said. Exclamatory sentence ends with the exclamation mark. Okay, let me just write an example for that for kind on the green board. We have got a green board here. First one, I come here. Second, hope you can see the board. If you are having any trouble to read what I am writing, please let me know. Second, do I come here? Third one, why do I? It's not third one, it's a two session A, B. In the two, we have two type A and B. Why do I come here? Why do I come here? Third one, come here. It also got a, it has also got a two part, positive imperative and negative imperative. B, don't come here. Don't come here. Yes. And fourth one has got a, wow, you have come here. Come here. Exclamation mark. End with the exclamation mark. These are the examples for our four kinds of sentence. First one, I come here, ends with a full stop, start with a pronoun, that is subject. Subject can be sometimes pronoun or noun. And second one, this is the example for our common assertive, declarative, affirmative sentence. The sentence that says something. Next one, second one, the sentence that asks something. As a question, there are two types. One is yes or no, interrogative. Start with an auxiliary verb, followed by subject, then verb, main verb. We also example for interrogative, WH interrogative, starts with a WH question word, follows auxiliary verb, subject, and main verb. Third one, example for another category, sentences of giving, making request of giving command, imperative sentence. Very easy to identify. Start with a V1 verb, present tense base form verb, or negative start with a dot, both end with a full stop. Last example for exclamatory sentence. Sometimes exclamatory sentence, as I say, start with this type of remarks, sounds, wow, alas, hooray, or WH question word, but ends with the exclamation mark. As I told you, sometimes you may find a sentence without a WH question word or wow, alas, hooray, likewise phrase, but it ends with the exclamation mark. Then you have to make sure that you have to uh, get into your mind that this is example for exclamatory sentence. Now we are going to report these sentences and see the difference. Dear student, did you really understand what I said so far?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. One, I should like to get at least one response. It's not possible to get a response from everyone. And as for this is my style, I should like to get a response, whether it is positive or negative. I should like to get a response from 10 guys. One guy, one girl or boy, I don't know. She has a yes, sir. What about others? Freely speak. Did you really understand what I said so far?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Hari Krishnan. Others' name I didn't see.
Yes, sir.
Ankit, thank you very much for your kind response.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the only feedback I'm getting. Tame. Tame means name. I can read here tame. Or we have around more than 25, 26 students here. I should like to get at least 10 response so that I can continue. Hello. Don't let me wait for a long time. Just freely speak. I heard about that CBSE students are very smart. Whether it is positive or negative, I should like to get a command. Come, okay, say. That is the one thing to be done before continuing the next. Four guys have commented yes, sir. I'm just asking not only say yes, sir. If it is a no, please you can say no as well. No problem at all. But if it is yes for you, please say yes. Or
Yes,
Saranga. Correct? Once again.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Five. Waiting for 10.
Yes,
Don't
sir.
waste much. Ah, okay. Speak up. I think Sharon. Yes, okay. I think you have make a positive comment. Yes, sir. Six. Next.
Yes, sir.
Only I'm getting.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Nye. I can't read full. Nay something. Okay. Seven. Waiting for three. If it is yes. If it is no, no problem at all. You can say no. Hello. Don't waste our time. It's already 9, I think. Only 1 minute left for 9 o'clock. We have only half an hour. So yes, we haven't got into the exact part yet. I'm waiting for your response. Hello. You can type a message if you want. If you are unable to just turn on your mic, if it is yes or no. Seven remarks I have got. Definitely, I
Yes,
should
sir.
like to get. Yes, sir, Mr. Noshi. Thank you, Noshi. And two. Waiting for two.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Anirudh. Thank you very much, Mr. Anirudh. One more, I think.
Yes, sir.
One more. Oh, ah, Agish, okay? Ashish, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. With your permission, let me go. We are going to record these things. Okay, first one, I come here. Imagine that this sentence said by Rohan. Rohan said this sentence to Rahul. Okay, how would be reported? When you report a dialogue, you have to start your reporting with a new sentence. That means a report speech contains always, not always, mandatorily contains two sentences. The first sentence that we make, for example, X said it to Y, X asked Y, X here stands for a name, Y here stands for another name. X said it to Y, X asked Y, like that. A new sentence we have to make. Then only start reporting. I think for your Cbse students, you will have options and pick out the right options from the given. But if you should be able to pick out the right option, you should know how it is used, how it is prepared, how it is made. So when you report, you have to create a new sentence first. Okay, that sentence is who said and to whom it is said. Who said and to whom it is said. Example, X said it to Y. X asked Y if it is a question. For our first sentence, this is an assertive sentence, a declarative sentence, a sentence that says something. So we have to make it like that. I am here writing Rahul. Rahul said it to. Rahul said it to Rohit. Instead of said it to, you can use another words like told, informed. Okay, but when you use told, you don't have to use any to at all. Here only we have said, which follows a to. Said to, or told, or informed. Rahul said it to Rohit. This is the first part of reporter speech. Come to the second sentence. Second sentence, you can see it is a question. How would you make? How would we make the beginning sentence? That we can make like this. It is as it is a question. Rahul asked Rohit. Sentence A or sentence B, same. Rahul asked Rohit. Rahul asked Rohit. Why we have used asked? Because it is an interrogative sentence. What is an interrogative sentence? The sentence that asks something, a question. So Rahul asked Rohit. Rahul asked Rohit in A and B. Instead of asked, you can use inquired. Inquired, like that. Asked or inquired or inquired. Move on to the next one. As I often say, it's very quite easy. In this category, come here. Don't come here. Here you can make like Rahul ordered Rohit. Rahul ordered Rohit. Say B also. Don't come here. Rahul ordered Rohan, or if it is a request or something, Rahul requested Rohan. If it's not a request, it's an order. If you want to use instead of order, Rahul told Rohan. You can also say Rahul said it to Rohan. We have got many options in this category. If you are sure that it is a command, you can use Rahul ordered Rohan. Rahul commanded Rohan. If you are not sure that it is a command, you can simply say Rahul said it to Rohan. Rahul told Rohan. Like that. If you are sure that it is a request, you can use Rahul requested Rohan. And as for fourth one, how can we make it? It's an exclamatory sentence. Exclamation. Expressing about the heavy emotions. Okay, whether it is pain, whether it is happiness, over happiness. So, how would start with the reported speech of exclamatory sentence, you will find that Rahul exclaimed. Rahul exclaimed to Rohan. Rahul exclaimed to Rohan. Sometimes you won't need the person to whom you have said the sentence. There won't be any mention about to whom the specific sentence is told. At that time, you don't have to use the person's name here. But if it's already given, okay, as you are having the option type, it's quite easy for you. You won't be having any trouble with this, the second name, to whom it is told. But anyhow, by learning systematically, it is better to understand this way. So this is the first part. Rahul said it to Rohan. Rahul asked Rohan for the interrogative A. He also, Rahul asked Rohan. And the imperative sentence, come here, don't come here. Rahul ordered Rohan or Rahul commanded Rohan. If it is a request, Rahul requested Rohan. If it's a request or command, you are not sure. Rahul told Rohan. Rahul said it to Rohan. Likewise. Next, last one, exclamatory sentence. Rahul exclaimed to Rohan. This is the first part of reported speech. What is next after the first part? Let us see. Here we go with my test response. See. First part is over here. What is second part? Second part is also a job for you to add a connection word. A connection. Because you are going to connect the sentence you have made with the dialogue. For connecting, you need a respective connector. Let us see what type of connectors can be used here. Come to the first sentence. I come here, you are reporting, Rahul said it to Rohan. That is the first part. Begin with a new sentence. Second part we are going to do, we are going to connect the sentence that we have made with the dialogue here said. For connecting, we need a connector. What connector we can use in the common sentence, that means assertive sentence, in the first category sentence that start with a subject and ends with a full stop, or the sentence that says something, the connection is that. As for second question type of sentence, yes or no question, there are two type of question category, yes or no question and WH question. We have to use different connector for both. For example, do I come here is a yes or no question. Connector for this sentence is if or whether. Choice. If or whether. WHETHER. E for whether. But as for the B, WH interrogative sentence, making connection is very easy. You have to use the same WH word which is given in the dialogue. You don't have to find a new connector in this B category. In the B category, you can use the same WH word which is given in the dialogue. So the probably the connecting word here is why. Come to the third part. Here also we want to make a connector. What is the connection word here now? The sentence, come here. Rohan ordered Rahul. The connection word here is to. Imperative sentence. First category, the connection word is to. Second one, be. Don't come here. What is the connection word there? That is not to. Not to. Luckily, the last one, exclamatory sentence. What is the connection word there? You know? That is Rohan exclaimed to Rahul. Here also we have the connection word that. First one and the last one. That means assertive sentence and exclamatory sentence. We have the connection word that. But interrogative, there are two types of interrogative. If it is yes or no interrogative, the connection word must be if or whether. And for WH, the connection word must be the respective, the same WH word given in the dialogue. And for the third category, if it a third category sentence, giving instructions, giving order, requesting, if it is positive, start with the V1 verb. The connection word must be to. If it is negative, start with the don't. The connection word must be not to. Okay? These are the connection word using. Now the reporting would be like this. In the first category, I come here. Rohan said to Rahul that. Next one. Do I come here? Rohan asked Rahul if, or Rohan asked Rahul whether. Why do I come here? Rohan asked Rahul why. Third one. Come here. Rohan ordered Rahul to. Don't come here. Rohan ordered Rahul not to. Wow, you have come here. Rohan exclaimed to Rahul that. This is the next part. First, we make a new sentence. Then we have to connect the sentence that we have made with the dialogue. For that, we need a connector. Move on to the next task. What is the next task? Let us see. Now we are going to take the dialogue, just like making chicken biryani. Okay, all the pieces are ready in the rice preparation. Here, take the dialogue. The first dialogue is, I come here. We have to report. We are going to report it. We know that we are not in the part of this conversation. Right now, Rohan speaking to Rahul. There is no chance for we people are, you people are, the students, those who are going to write the exam, not to be in the part of that conversation. But if the option that is suited with it mentioned that it is the dialogue that you are also in part. If there is another option that is close to the right option, right answer, you can use that. That I will discuss later, okay, with the model questions. Don't worry at all. For the time being, just keep in mind that in this dialogue, we, I or you have no role at all. But the dialogue is, I come here. It is said by Rahul. We are reporting. Rahul is not reporting. Rohan is not reporting. We are reporting. So probably the pronoun I would be changed to he, because Rahul is a boy. Okay, I changed to he. Imagine that instead of this pronoun, it is a noun, name. Rohan comes here or Shaji comes here. Then you have no job at all to change it. Change it. But if the sentence starts with a pronoun, you have to change that pronoun. You don't have to change all pronoun. Only the first person and second person pronoun. What are they? Let us see. Why we are changing the pronoun? Here the sentence is I. Sorry, pronoun is I. We know that we are not in the not at all participating in this dialogue. We are reporting others' dialogue. So pronoun I change to he or she. If it is Rahul, instead of a girl, that would be she. So child choices he or she. Next, imagine that this pronoun is you. If the pronoun is you, they said, you come here. You means it may be you. No, you are not at all participating. So you also change into he or she because another person, the person who is not participating in the dialogue is reporting this. So pronoun change, personal pronoun, first person and second person pronoun change. Let us see how the pronoun change. I change into he or she. You change to he or she. Okay. Me, objective position. Me change to him or her. Me change to him or her. And we change to they. We change to they. I shall send the note. Don't worry. Now just introducing what are the change happen in the pronoun case. I will send the detailed note. Don't worry at all. Okay. We change to they. Okay. Us change to them. Us. These are all first person pronoun. Second person, first person, second person pronoun. And another thing, sometimes you will see you in the objective position. What is the subjective position and objective position? You love me. The position of you is subject. I love you. The position of you is object. When you make a report, when you do reporter speech, if the you is in objective position, you have to change it to him or her. If the you is a plural, you have to change it to them. Okay. Once again, I change to he or she. You change to, if it, you is a one person, change to he or she. If you plural, more than one, change to uh, change to them. Sorry, they. And the next one, we. We change to they. Next objective position, me change to him or her. And you objective position. What is objective position of you? Once again, you love me, you is in subject position. I love you, you is in objective position. That objective position of you, it changes to him or her if the you mean for a single person. If the you mean for a more than one plural, that would be them. Okay. Us change to them. These are the common changes. But as for he, she, it would not change at all. Only these first and second person pronouns are subjected to be changed. I shall send you the note how it changed. That your first task is if the sentence starts with the a subject and if the subject is a pronoun, if that pronoun is first person or second person, you have to change that pronoun. If you are not in part of that conversation. So that is our task. Next task. I come here. Our dialogue would be Rahan said it to Rahul that he here do I come here. Let us see how it is changed. Rohan asked Rahul if or whether. One is enough. Then here in the second session, you have to keep in mind one important thing that whatever sentence that you write in reporter speech, that must be in declarative form, assertive form, affirmative form, common sentence structure form. It doesn't matter what the person has said in the dialogue. In the interrogative sentence, what we see, the sentence starts with the auxiliary verb. B session, we see sentence start with the WH question word, then auxiliary verb, then subject. It doesn't matter at all. When you report that dialogue, what is your task? You have to change every sentence in the assertive form, declarative form, common sentence pattern, subject verb plus object pattern. So you have to, in the interrogative sentence, your task is find, locate the subject of the sentence. What is the subject of the sentence here? Do I come here? I is the subject. That is a pronoun. So you have, it is a first person pronoun. So you have to change. How can you change it? I change to he. So here in the second task, Rahul asked Rohan if or whether. If he. Okay. Move on to the B. B, how it would come? Why do I come here? Rahul asked Rohan why. Next task is finding the subject, because this is a question sentence, interrogative sentence. You cannot write any sentence in reporter speech in the question pattern. You have to write each and every sentence in the assertive pattern, subjective verb objective pattern. So you have to find the subject immediately. Then you find the subject. Why do I here? Subject is I. It is a come across. You have to change I to he. Here we go. Rohan asked Rahul why he. Come to the next one. Come here. Here the task is very simple. Rohan ordered Rahul to. Here you don't have to change anything. It's a real task, easy task. You don't have to change at all because there is no subject at all. There is no subject at all in this sentence. So that part is blank. Same in the B session also. Don't come here. You cannot find any sentence in the imperative sentence. Sorry, subject in the imperative sentence. So that task is free for you. You have to wait by writing Rohan command ordered Rahul not to wait I will tell what you have to do. In this session, nothing to do. Here, wow, you have come here. Exclamation sentence, exclamatory sentence. Rohan exclaimed to Rahul that. Here it is easy. You will find the subject. Sometimes it would be quite difficult for finding subject in the exclamatory sentence. When the exclamatory sentence starts with the WH question word, what a beautiful sight it is. Okay, beautiful sight it is. Here we have got a beautiful sight, it. Then we may be confused. What is the exact subject? Here, beautiful sight is a noun that is supported with the adjective. It is the another pronoun. So you have to choose that pronoun as the subject. Okay, that I will tell later when we do further examples. Here, the task is very easy. Rohan exclaimed to Rahul, subject you. You is a second person pronoun. You have to change to he. Okay, so Rahul exclaimed to Rahul that Rohan that he. Here also we get a he. This is the task. This is our task. Okay. Let us see how many of you really understood what I have said. I'm not sure whether you are at a confused in session. Anyhow, please feel free to say your opinion. Dear student, did you really understand what I said so far? Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
To Yes, Agichita. Okay, yes. Agichita. Okay, third. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Dave. Next one. Don't worry. If you're one more.
Sir,
One more.
not fully.
Okay, Ashish. Seven.
Yes, sir.
One more option is there. If you're having any trouble to understand and any doubt come across in between the class, we are not able to give a ample of time. But if you just raise your hand or just interrupt me in the class, I can solve that doubt the time itself. You can personally contact me also if there is any doubt with the permission of your teachers there. Don't worry. Seven. Next time. But you have to respond in the class itself whether you have really understood it or not, so that I can get into the easy ways. Seven. What about others? I'm waiting for your response. Hello. I have got seven responses. I hope you are on track. Just let me know whether you got it or not. Seven. Others. Hello. Dear students, it's not let's not waste our time at all. Please freely speak whether you have got it or not. I have been told that CBSE students are very smart, highly responsive, but compared to state syllabus. But here, seven, okay, some guys are highly responsive, quick responsive. Tell me, then only I can just move on. That's fine. Have you got it or not? Hello. It's not possible to just call you personally. This is not the style we are following. Okay. We just want to get it from you. I'm not seeing you. Your camera is off. Don't worry at all. But truly speak, did you really got it or not? Otherwise, I have to find another means of teaching. Hello. Oh, okay, good, 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 good. Anupriya, thank you. Malavika Manoja. You don't think that I'm waiting only for the tag. Yes, sir, yes, sir. But if it is no, no problem at all. Nine. What about others? I should like to get one more response so that I am happy. This is a sample survey. That is the right time for you to express your exact opinion. This is the time. Okay, thank you. Sainu's bird. Okay, thank you very much. Let me, it's not possible to finish this session today because we have come across the winding up session. But before that, let me just ask you two, three things that what is the connection word used for reporting our common pattern sentence, that is assertive sentence, affirmative sentence, declarative sentence. Easily identify that start with a subject. Subject means noun or pronoun. Then follow verb. Then object. End with a full stop. What is the connection word in the reporter speech? Used in the reporter speech to report this sort of sentence.
That.
Thank you. Don't forget that. What about the how many type of sorry, next question. How many type of interrogative sentences are there?
Two.
Two type of. Okay. Okay. What are they? Yes or no interrogative and WH interrogative. Okay. Yes, students, this is time for us to wind up and we will just, if we get time, we will continue with the next section of this class. I shall send the simple notes about the things that I have discussed here as I do with the Kerala syllabus students. If you are having any trouble, any doubt, any problem, please let your teacher know about it. Okay, thank you very much for your kind cooperation. Till we meet next time. Bye bye. Good night. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, dear Sarah. Sarah.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
sir.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank
Mr.
you, sir.
Pradeep. And welcome. You're welcome, Bhoga. Okay. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, Agoj, her name is quite hard to read. That's why you are Angit. Thank you very much.
Thank
Okay.
you, sir.
Thank
Yes.
you, sir.
Sir.
Okay, you're welcome. Noshin. Okay. Noshin, are you from Platara Center?
No.
No. Okay. Talipuram, right? Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, dear. Tay, what is your real name?
Sir, Tamim.
Tamima. Okay, great. One of my favorite name, Tamim. Okay. I have had many students having the same name, Tamim, Tamim. With your permission, let me go. Okay, did you have your dinner already or yet to have? Okay, you don't like to share your personal things anyhow. This is time for me winding up. Good night. Bye.